Hi there, thanks for tuning in to this one cool thing video on rubrics. So this video is primarily for people obviously using Canvas who feel pretty comfortable with creating assignments in Canvas, who probably even have students submit assignments on Canvas via Google Docs or Word document, something like that. So I want to show you first of all what it can look like. So here I have a shell course of my biology class. I've imported all the stuff. You can see that I organized my class by units, and I want to show you this lab right here. It's one of the first labs I do in biology called the Gene Lab. It's just a scientific method based lab, just getting them to do an experiment and have them do a conclusion. So you can see how I write it here. I've linked to the conclusion writing format that we use throughout the year. This is the first time they post on a blog, so I even have a video on that. But the focus for this video today is the rubric. So you can see here I have the rubric that I've created that is the standard rubric for all conclusions for my class. It has a 3-paragraph format of claims, evidence, reasoning in the first paragraph, possible errors in the second paragraph, and practical applications. You can see it's broken down by ratings, and the total is there. So here's how you would create that rubric. So within, let's see, let me go to assignments. So just like you always do, you go to assignments to create a new assignment. Click on the plus assignment button. And when you create your assignment, you obviously have to have a name. So I'm going to say generic practice assignment. I would write out the details of my assignment. I'd write the points. Now the important part here, if you're having them turn in a Google Doc, is make sure that it says online submission rather than no submission or on paper. And you need to make sure if it was a Google Doc, it would say website URL. If you're having, you could also have them include file uploads, like maybe a doc, okay? Other than that, probably keep everything the same. And for now, I don't want it to be published yet. I don't want my students to see, so I'm just gonna hit save. And I could always come back to edit this. And here's the new part now. So here's rubric, and I'm gonna select rubric. And I'm gonna say my generic rubric. Okay, I'm going to title it. If you are going to use this rubric again and again, you can have that general title and you'll always be able to find it. One of the most common questions I get is, can I import a rubric that I already have in a document into this? And the unfortunate short answer is no. What you do have to do is copy and paste. There's no real way to do an import, but just know that the first time you do it is the only time you do it, because if you're going to use that rubric again, it'll be saved into perpetuity. Okay, so I'm going to go through. I can name the criteria. So maybe this one is about, in my class, making a claim. I can write how many points total it's worth. I can subdivide the ratings, and I'll need to give a title for that. So maybe this is approaching standard, whereas this one right here is meeting the standard, right? I could add 4 points and 2 points and 1 point. So maybe if that one's the claim, I could add another criterion. Maybe this one is giving evidence, right? And if you want, you can give a little more detail. So if you have a rubric already, you could be copying and pasting. Again, approaching, etc. Right? So once I'm done with the rubric, I'm happy with how it turned out. Here's the most important part. I need to select use this rubric for assignment grading. So here now, this means that when I check these boxes in SpeedGrader, the points will actually go towards their grade. So you can even have a rubric that you complete that maybe doesn't go towards their grade, but honestly, that's not likely to be the case. So I'm going to say create rubric. Now my generic rubric has been connected, and now I'm going to hit publish. Okay, so now the students can see it. They can see the rubric that they're going to be assessed upon, and this will be helpful for me now to grade. So the next thing I want to show you is, well, what would the student see? So if I go to settings and I go to student view, By going to student view, you'll just kind of see what it'll look like and how they would turn in the assignment. Okay, so here I am in assignments. Here's the assignment that I, as the student view, now am expected to complete. So now I've done my assignment. I'm ready to turn it in. I'm going to go to Submit Assignment. So I click on this little button, and now you get the option of uploading a file or doing the website URL. So I'm going to go to my assignment. Say it's a Google Doc. I have all this writing on here. Okay. And now I'm going to go to Share, Copy Link, and I'll hit Done. So again, I'm as the student right now. The student, I come in here, I hit Paste, and I submit. Hit Enter, and now the student should see this. Now I'm going to leave the student view. So now I'll go back to seeing what this would look like as a teacher. So now I'm back onto the teacher side of it. And now I can see 0 of 1 submissions graded. So I'm going to go to SpeedGrader. And now I will be able to see that submission and be able to use the rubric to grade. So I can click on this to open it. There's my gobbledygook that I wrote. And now I'm going to select View Rubric. So now if you see there's this little slider right here, I can click. And now all I have to do is just check the boxes, and you'll see that as I check the boxes, it auto populates the grade, and when I'm done, I hit Save. And instantly now up here next to the name of the student, there becomes a check mark. That student now has a grade in the grade book. I can give general feedback right here in the assignment comments. Within the document, if I wanted, I could actually give specific feedback. So if I highlight this, I can say add a comment, and here I can give constructive feedback. You need to work on blah, blah, blah. So add a comment. Now they will see that on their document. They can actually edit it directly in there in the future if this was a part of a revision process. And so then that's pretty much it. And if you go to the grade book, you can see the grade for that particular student has been auto-added. So that's the basic overview of how to use a rubric in Canvas. The idea here is to have a kind of standard rubric that provides objective evaluation for an assignment. There's that student's score, which, by the way, you can also go back to SpeedGrader from the gradebook. So you don't always have to go through the assignment. I can go back to SpeedGrader this way. So I hope that's helpful. Give it a try. If you want further follow-up, I can come meet with you and help you create your rubrics. Again, once you have a rubric, it is saved in Canvas. You have it for the rest of the year, and then the next year when you import your course content, you can also import the rubrics that you created. So it's saved and available into perpetuity, and hopefully can save you time in the future. Please check out the next video that I have where I talk about the other form of rubric, which is the free form comments. I think you'll really like that one too. All right, thanks for watching this one cool thing. Hopefully it's something that will help you in your everyday. Thanks for your time. Bye-bye.